Irving Shanev, in his book Logical Chess, Move by Move, he had said that chess is the art of making the right move at the right time. And in the past, you spoke about this romanticism that players had about finding the objective truth, of finding the best possible move. And now with engines, it feels like there are multiple best possible moves, paradoxically. And it's all about assigning the weight that you want to assign to the move that you want to make. And there's no objectively right move. I take your point about this. And honestly, as a spectator as well, seeing the fact that many of the games end up in draws is also reflective of this fact that now it's been studied to such an extent and the engines are breaking that down and making so much tighter. It's become more of a game of mistakes than actually being bold or having that romantic approach to the game. Do you think there's going to be a revolution in chess? Do you think things are going to change? Maybe Fischer random chess. You want to start moving into a venue where you want to see more creativity than, or rather than a game of mistakes?
So I think what often happens is the current champion dictates the stylistic tendencies of the generation. And because Magnus is a player that is far more technical, that really doesn't like chaotic positions, that will shut down a position as soon as it starts.
Yeah.
We'll start trading pieces just to simplify matters, and then I'll do you with his technique in the end games. Then the next generation the current generation realized that they can't beat him at that style. So why not just copy him? And so there will be that tendency, and there has been that tendency in how the current generation plays. Not to say that they're not players who are sort of maximalist or romantic in their style, but their style often just doesn't work. And in order to beat Magnus, it really requires somebody who is bold, who's not going to beat him at his own style, but somebody who's going to take the game outside of the realm of pure control and take it into that more chaotic aspects. And that will be done, I think, can be done within the current rules of the game. We don't need Fischer Random to do that. We just need a good enough player who can pull it off. And so if you feel like, well, Magnus is the pinnacle of chess play, well, clearly it's not, because the engines can crush him.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a player who is good enough and bold enough to stretch Magnus beyond his limits. And maybe it's possible that Magnus will also age out in his ability, and that player will come along anyway and be the top of the food chain. But I think it is possible to do, and I don't think it requires the step into things like Fischer Random as much as Magnus is trying to drag chess into it, as it will be the creativity of the next genius who takes over the mantle as champion.